just imagine this thing is just a giant golf ball.
Yep.
Cut in half to be like a bowl. It's like a golf bowl, right?
Brenden.
Jeffrey.
Hello, buddy.
Hi, Jeffrey.
How the heck are you?
I'm doing super good. How are you?
You know what? Swell.
Oh my
Peachy.
goodness, swell.
Extravagant even.
Oh my God.
On
I'm so happy
this
for you.
wonderful Monday, as we always record.
Of course, yeah.
Today for us is May 15th, which is National Chocolate Chip Day. We talked about that.
It is.
On the episode that dropped today, please listen to it. It's awesome. We rank snacks.
It is such a good episode.
It's so funny.
I had
Episode
the best
8.
list ever. Oh my God.
No. Well, funny. We'll get back to that statement, Brenden, because I have a comment on that. But actually, the day that you're listening to this, the day that this episode airs, if you're listening to the day that it came out, which you should.
Yeah.
It's May 22nd, which is Buy a Musical Instrument Day. So go ahead, purchase something that you'll play for about 3 months, then forget about. But kind of remember that one mildly popular song you learned once.
Yeah.
Play it at a party and get no fucking bitches. This isn't a movie. So it doesn't work like that. Okay, like it just doesn't. Like I can work my ass off to know how to play Wonderwall, but it will get me no pussy. It's just, like, maybe she's not the one that changed me. Today was not my day, Brenden. They're not going to throw it back to me, okay?
Well,
that's
just
just how
you
it
learned
goes.
Wonderwall. I learned the kazoo, and I get all the bitches.
The gazoo?
Yeah, the kazoo.
The kazoo? Is that like a kazoo, but you don't know how to speak fucking English?
No, it's a kazoo, but it has like a little cover to stop the rain.
Okay, but anyways, back to what you were saying. We're like, I had the best... Funny you said that. So last night, I'm sitting there writing this episode.
Okay.
Or finishing it up, and I was like, wow, look at me go. I didn't say a single thing about Chelsea.
Woo!
Right? I was like, no slander on Chelsea. I was like, but we'll see, because usually at like 3 a.m. after the episode drops, she messages me. So I wake up, no messages from Chelsea.
Oh.
Surprising. I was like, oh my goodness,
We're
we're
all
going to have a
safe.
good episode. Me and Chelsea are chilling, we're buds. And then as I am chilling like 2 hours before the podcast, my phone buzzes.
Uh-oh.
I get the notification that Chelsea is typing on Snapchat, and I was like,
Oh, shit.
oh buddy. Here we
comes.
go. Here it comes. And I open it. And want to know what it says to me?
What?
Gonna be honest, your list is better than Brendan's.
What?
Chelsea's on my fucking side. And she said, especially the pizza goldfish.
Okay, now that's wrong.
Boom.
Okay.
Chelsea's
Fuck
on
both
my
of you.
fucking side
Fuck
now,
both
Brendan. You drafted
That's
to
it. I'm
your
sorry.
own team, motherfucker.
I'm starting a rebellion. We're
You
starting a
start
rebellion.
Yeah, because the two warlords are
Fuck you
friends now,
guys.
motherfucker.
Fuck you guys.
You had a wrong
opinion.
choice. Chelsea told me my list was
Wrong.
better because it was. Everyone
No.
has told me my list was better.
No, sorry, bud.
Oh
You're
my
wrong.
goodness.
You're wrong.
Brendan, dude, you were so incorrect.
Nah. If you
Oh,
don't
my
like
goodness.
pizza goldfish and you are in the correct opinion, please just join me.
Brendan,
will
I
help you
really
out.
think you have no idea how like out of pocket you are for that. It literally was going to be your hot take,
It was gonna be my
which
hot
means
take.
you know that more people think they're good than you do.
No, they're just nasty. I thought people would
my
agree with my hot
God.
take.
This guy is so stupid.
Nasty.
If you think people are going to agree with it, then it's not a hot take, Brendan.
Okay, well,
Oh!
pizza goldfish still
Kind of
ass.
backed yourself into a corner, didn't you, motherfucker?
Yes, I did, but pizza goldfish ass.
Pizza goldfish ass. Well, your opinion, valid. I respect you as a friend.
Thank you. I appreciate
Bitch.
that.
All right, so we're just jumping to the episode. After me and Chelsea are friends for this episode, Brendan's stupid. Pizza goldfish are yummy.
No.
But Brendan, so something we did, I think it was episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I talked about a film by the name of Luck of the Irish. So because that was so much fun, where I just came in and bullshit about a movie no one's ever
Yeah.
really thought of, we decided we're gonna do that again.
We are today.
So welcome to Jeffrey's movie review. Okay, so Brendan, I have a phenomenal film to talk about. This movie is, it's supposed to be a horror movie. It is one of the funniest fucking movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It is, and now if people who don't know me, I love horror movies that are supposed to be horror, but are the shittiest fucking movie you've ever seen. That's my favorite genre of film.
Yeah.
Like, there was this movie called Deadly Detention. It was miserable. It ends with all the members being alive. They didn't even fucking die.
Yep.
Even though one of them was literally on a meat hook at one point.
Yeah, he was just hanging there.
No one's gonna watch this, Brooke.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch Deadly Detention. It is not good.
He made me watch it.
It's phenomenal.
We were hanging out at one time, and he was like, guys, I have a really good movie we can watch.
We put it on at like 6 in the... No, we all like spent the night at this friend's house. It was super late when we all went to bed. It was like 3 a.m. And I remember at like 9 a.m. we were all sitting there dead tired watching Deadly Detention. And then like our friend's girlfriend came over and she's like, hey, what's going on, guys? We're all just like, watching
this movie.
We're like,
it's like really bad.
And I remember her being like, why are you guys watching this? We're like, it's funny.
Yeah, the detention took place in like an abandoned prison for some reason.
Oh yeah, the school gets flooded with possums. Yeah, there was a possum infestation, so they have to have Saturday detention at an abandoned prison.
Yeah, because
I want you to know it's called abandoned. In the opening scene, they pull up to the parking lot. There's like 7 cars in the parking lot. It's the cast and crew. But anyways, that's
movie.
Not the wonderful film we're talking about today.
Got a new
We're talking
one.
about instead another wonder film by the name of Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
Okay. And I've been wanting to watch this movie for about 1.5 years, and I finally sat down and I was like, what am I going to watch for this? And I thought about it, and I was like, screw it. I was like, I finally am going to watch this movie because I've heard so many things about it. Okay? And now before I give you, like, the spark notes of what happens in the movie, plus, like, my review and my opinions on all of it, I'm going to give you the Google synopsis.
Okay.
When you Google this movie, this is the overview that pops up. When his car breaks down, a quiet loner agrees to clean an abandoned family fun center in exchange for repairs. He soon finds himself waging war against possessed animatronic mascots while trapped inside Willy's Wonderland. So it's a shitty Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff.
Be careful, Matt Pat might come for us.
Yeah,
talking about this.
So let me tell you. So this movie opens and it's this couple in the Willy's Wonderland, like getting chased down, and they're always like, like all this scary stuff, and you hear like, it's your birthday, like you happy like animatronics singing and stuff. And then once the couple dies, it cuts to a car driving on the highway. But one thing they didn't think about was that this was also going to be the opening credits scene. So it's just like a 3.5 long minute film of a car going down a highway as there's credits slowly rolling at the bottom of the screen. And there's no change. It's just fields and forest. That's all it is the entire time. Yeah, he's just driving. There's like you can tell he's like going somewhere, and you can tell he's like changing scenery, but it's just trees the entire time as he's driving. And it's a bird's eye view, top down shot of just this car.
You know, they were sitting there the whole time being like, this is the most cinematic shit
ever. They're like, yeah, we'll run the credits here. Just keep panning it. They're like, this is 15 minutes of a car driving. No, you're good. You're fine. But so... Does that change shots? No, it doesn't change. It literally just is the top-down angle of this car the entire time. And so that's how it opens, right? Or that's how, like, it opens with the people dying, cuts to this, and during this, it ends with the car's tire popping. Okay. Like, the car slides and stuff, and the door swings open. You see, like, the manly, like, shoe and stuff come out, and who else to play this main character in this film other than Nicolas Cage?
Oh
steps
my
out
gosh.
This car.
Of course it is.
Nick Cage steps out this car. Brenden, there's so much you are not ready for me to tell you about this.
You said Nicolas Cage, and I was like, oh no.
Bonk, I know, producer Bonk, I know you know some of the things in this movie that I've like just was too excited to talk about. No spoilers. Brendan's got to hear all of this for the first time right here. Okay, when I have moments to drop these informations on you, like I know when I'm going to tell you these certain things, so that's why I'm like holding off on some of them. But his tire pops, he gets out, he looks, and he sees like a spike trap on the ground. He's like, you know?
Yeah.
He's just like looking at it, and he walks to his trunk to like look for a spare tire, and he opens it up, and there's this really weird shot where they zoom in on a box.
Okay.
And in that box is like 40 cans that are just black with lightning bolts on them, labeled Punch. And then they say like pop in random places on the can. Okay. And you're like, what are those about? And then he closes his trunk. He opens it. He literally opens it, doesn't grab anything from out of his trunk, and then closes the trunk. That shot was just there to establish the pop. Or the punch. The punch. That's labeled pop all over it.
The lightning punch. Okay,
so I think it's like soda or something. We have no clue. Anyways.
I think it might be punch.
Brenden, I would love to tell you we find out what it is, but we don't. You don't.
Oh, good.
You never know
that.
Does it do anything, or does it just...
Well, it's implied that it does stuff, but we'll get to that.
Oh no.
But we never learn any
no.
information about it.
Oh god.
So finally he's there for a while, like trying to figure out what to do, and this giant white like truck pulls up, and it's this guy with like, he's got a thing in his mouth, he's like, hey, you know. But he has the thing in his mouth this entire film, and it's a Slim Jim. It's not a cigar or a cigar. It is a meat stick that he just has in his mouth, and at one point he pulls it out, and because like he's been sucking on it, it's been in his mouth so long, half of it's just like bright pink. And like all the flavors, like, and then the rest looks like just a normal meat stick.
What the hell?
The rest of it's like bright pink, like someone been sucking on it.
Oh my god, what the
And it's like, you couldn't get them different Slim Jims for every shot.
No, that wasn't in the budget, Jeffrey.
Dude, they're 30 cents. What do you mean? Go to
Not in the budget,
Oh
Jeff.
no.
Oh my goodness.
2 cameras on the opening scene.
2 cameras on the
And
opening
fucking
scene?
Multiple Slim Jims.
Bro,
We can't
the
afford
props
this.
department was working hard enough with those punch cans. Okay?
Other time one of the punch cans. They couldn't make a cigar. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
dude, those punch cans took a lot. There was like 50 of them in that box. It was so the tow truck comes up, right? And it's just like, hey, you need help? Like, what's the problem? And Nick Cage just kind of looks at him, you know, and the dude's like, well, here, I'll help you. So he tows him to a shop. And then the movie cuts right after that whole interaction happens, and you're introduced to this whole subplot of characters.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it's this chick named Liv getting like locked up to like pipes by the sheriff of this small town where Willy's Wonderland is.
What? Like what?
Yeah.
Like-
Like handcuffs.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no, like, because like the first thing you meet with Liv is she's trying to burn down Willy's. Then the cop's like, Liv, fuck you doing? And
I'm
like,
trying to burn the place down.
yeah,
goddammit.
and then like her friends come and rescue her and break her out, and that's a whole thing. But no one cares about these. Let me tell you, every time it's like cut to these motherfuckers, I gave 0 shit. Okay, because I only cared about what the fuck Nick Cage was gonna do with this movie. Because we were 10 minutes into this film already, and all we knew is that he stepped down in a leather jacket and shades, had cans of soda named Punch, and drove this like expensive ass sports car.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
And yeah, so there was a spike trap on the road. I don't know if I said that,
Yes,
but that's
yeah.
cool. So the tires pop was on purpose. That's like the whole plot
Okay.
of that.
Ooh.
But so it cuts back to Liv. She's like all locked up, and then it cuts back. It goes back and forth between these two parties the entire
Damn.
movie, and it cuts back to Nick Cage, and he's talking to the warden, like the chief, and the guy that picked her up, and was, you know, he's just like, and they're like, well, you know, like, your car won't be ready till morning, but we have some place you could stay. It's not the Ritz, but you might work, you know?
Yeah.
So they meet this dude. His name's like James Texas or some shit like that.
Of course it is.
And he just looks like Doug Dimmadome. It's so funny. I wish I was making this shit up. But it's some like stupid, like, his name's like Texan Tim or some shit. Like,
Texas damn. Oh yeah, I'm out
it's
here in Texas.
like
being
such
Tim.
like a, like they tried to make it not obviously he's a Western Texan guy, but they put Texas in his name. And he's got this big old white mustache, cowboy hat, like literally is just Doug Dimmadome.
They're like, for all you blind people out there, he's
And-
from Texas.
Yeah, and he comes, he's talking to Nick Cage outside Willie's, and he's just like, okay, so all we need you to do is just clean this place overnight for us, and your payment, we'll have that car brand new ready for you in the morning, sitting right here. And then he tells him a story that Willie's closed down because there was animatronics and stuff, and the kids would play and climb on the animatronics, but they would sometimes like get their fingers caught in like some of the metal pieces or like fall off the animatronics, so they'd get hurt, and that's why Willie's was closed, because kids were getting hurt.
Okay.
Okay, that's what they tell you 15 minutes into this movie.
I'm sure that's exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Totally. Yeah.
totally.
And then he goes to get in, like he gets in there. He's like looking around, you know, it's like all trashed and everything. And he's like, "Yep, last people to have a party here left it pretty messy." It's like, dude, okay, whatever.
Sure.
And then he hands him a Willy's Wonderland shirt, which is like bright blue, and the cuffs in the like the bottom of the shirt are like hot pink like cuffs, and it just says Willy's Wonderland. And he pulls out this shirt and he's like, well, you're officially part of our staff, and like hands on the shirt.
Oh my god!
Leaves, and then obviously there's a scene of Texas Tim. That's what we'll call him for this, and he's locking the door outside. Obviously,
because why not?
why the fuck? Oh, one important thing, because this is something that I didn't think was going to be important in the fucking movie until it was. Okay, as he leaves, he goes, and don't be afraid to take breaks. That's what he says to him as he leaves. Okay. Yeah, right? You're like, what's the importance of that? And this has nothing to do with the plot. But he finds an old pinball machine in the movie. He duffs it off. And literally, after like every 25 minutes of content of this film, there is a 10-minute scene of him drinking the punch sodas and playing pinball. I think there's like 4 or 5 times he takes a break to go play pinball and drink the soda. And it's every time his watch beeps at him. It's like beep, beep, beep. And he goes and drinks soda and plays pinball.
It's soda and pinball time, boys.
Every time he takes breaks.
Oh my fucking god.
And I think it's like some kind of energy drink. But anyways.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Why the fuck does the abandoned theme park need to be cleaned?
Oh, because he wants to reopen it. That's the whole thing. He's like, we're gonna reopen it because we're changing the animatronics so kids don't get hurt. You know,
God,
he's like the last owner. That was what the last owner. He goes, when I bought it, you know, like that whole.
Okay. I was like, God damn, what the fuck?
That's
are they
right.
cleaning it for? Got it.
So the movie, so like they're in there and everything, and it's like he's just sweeping. He's throwing stuff in trash bags and everything, and finally. Like, you see, like, kind of the animatronics, like, slowly kind of, like, one of them, like, the Weasel. Willy the Weasel. So, like, this is his place. Oh my goodness, Brenden, I'm so sorry. How could I forget?
How could
you?
Let's
Let's talk about all of the animatronics that we need.
let's do that.
Okay, let's talk about all 8 of them.
8?
There's 8 of them at Willy's Wonderland. We have Willy Weasel, Artie Alligator, Cammy Chameleon, Ozzy Ostrich, Nighty Night, Tito Turtle, Gus Gorilla, and Siren Sarah.
Okay, wait. Go back like 4.
Yeah. So, Siren Sarah, Gus Gorilla, Nighty Night?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Oh, it's a night. Nighty
like
Night. Both. I want you to know both words in this are spelled KN. They're Nighty Night.
Oh my god.
So this is the most night of all the nights. He's the Nighty Night.
He's the nightiest of all the nights.
And then there's Tito Turtle, which was a sombrero poncho wearing turtle who only speaks Spanish.
Okay, that's a good character.
No, that's Brenden. That is not PC at all.
I love it though.
There was Gus Gorilla, Siren Sarah, which kind of looked like just like a blue Tinkerbell, but she was supposed to be a siren, which didn't make sense literally at all because she looked like a fairy, and they call her a fairy in the film. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So he sees like Willy the Weasel, who's like the head man, kind of like move a little bit.
Okay.
Like behind him, like you see that shot, and then as he's sweeping, you see the Ozzy Ostrich kind of like shifting his head around and moving.
Oh god.
And it just zooms in all on Nick Cage's back as he's like sweeping, and then it pans out and you see that Ozzy Ostrich is like standing right behind him.
Oh,
and Nick Cage just kind of slowly turns. And the ostrich just kind of sitting in front of him, not doing anything. And Nick Cage hits him with the broom. Nothing happens. He hits him again, and the ostrich jumps back. He goes, "I'm gonna feast on your flesh!" In the most like AI generated creepy voice possible.
Oh my god.
and like he's like coming at him, attacking him, and Nick Cage is trying to dodge, and finally he like hits Nick Cage like right in the chin, and blood starts coming, and you're like, oh no, and Nick Cage does this whole like look, like this like weird smolders blood is like slowly dripping down this obviously fake cut they put on him, and it's just slowly dripping down, and he goes absolute ape shit on this ostrich. Oh, no. He takes the broom, snaps it over his knee, and double batons that shit like he's fucking Nightwing and Batman. Just pop, pop, pop. Fucks this ostrich up. What I don't get though is the broom didn't have the broom end on it. It was just the stick. so I don't know if there was a continuity error or he was just like picking up trash with a rod. But I don't think he was getting far on the sweeping thing before.
Oh
So
my
he breaks it over his
God.
knee and just goes like bop bop, like anything the ostrich does, he like catches with one, hits it, and then the ostrich is like on the ground and he just beats it senselessly until oil, like this black tar oil, comes spewing out of it. You just see the splatter on his face and all this stuff. And it was so funny. And finally, so he puts it all in a trash bag, wraps it up, puts it in the corner, goes to the employee, like the janitor closet, takes off his shirt, grabs a new employee shirt, puts it on.
Oh my God.
And I want to make this note now because I won't mention it every time. He puts on a new shirt after every single animatronic he kills.
Oh my God.
There's a scene of him going into the janitor closet and putting on a new shirt every time. And then he also takes a small piece of duct tape and puts it over that cut. I think it's because they just didn't want to prosthetic a cut there the entire film.
So he put.
They put this just like tiny sliver of duct tape on his face.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So then it cuts back to Liv.
Oh,
And her friends her friends are breaking her out of like the makeshift like kind of lockup she has. Oh my gosh. They say probably one of the stupidest lines in the entire fucking movie.
Oh God, let's hear it.
Because they break her out and they're sitting there talking and they're like, we gotta burn down Willie's for good, you know? And then Liv's like, no, guys. There's a guy in there, like they put him in, we gotta go save him. They're like, yeah, let's go burn down Willie's and save him, blah, blah. And then Liv.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Where was the exact? I gotta make sure I get this line right. Oh, yeah. Okay. She goes, let's treat this as a mission, not a field trip.
Oh no.
which you know, some writer was sitting there and he was like, that's the shit.
That is the coolest
He
thing
was
I've
like,
ever
people are gonna
written.
get that on t-shirts. That shit's fucking awesome. And you're like, no, never in a million fucking years. So they rescue her, they get her out of there. And so yeah, he puts I forgot to mention, Nick Cage puts like a lot of those punch drinks in the fridge.
Okay.
When he gets there, he finds the pinball machine, dusts it off, starts playing pinball, drinking his punches, whatever.
Yeah.
And finally, he goes to clean the bathroom after killing the ostrich and everything. And it's like, it is like a minute and a half time lapse of him cleaning the bathroom. It is literally a time lapse of him like throwing stuff away, sweeping. And it's just like some like music is playing the entire time.
What the fuck?
And it's just like a cartoon-ass time lapse of him cleaning shit. And it ends, and he's like chilling in the bathroom, like throwing the last couple of things away. And all he hears is like the animatronic scene, like, it's your birthday, like, it's your birthday, like that stuff. And then he hears, so he sees all this, and then he looks at the mirror, and it just says, it's your birthday in blood, right?
Bump, bump,
And
bump.
he just cleaned that mirror, so I'd be fucking pissed, okay? And he hears, let's play hide and seek. It's your birthday. I'm gonna eat your face.
Oh my God. Oh my.
So he starts opening all the stalls, and for some reason there's 7 stalls in this bathroom. And he opens the first one, and he's like, oh, not there. Oh, where am I? So close, like stuff like that. And he opens the last stall, and I openly said out loud, I was like, there's about to be a really shitty jump scare here. And the second he opens the last stall, it's nothing. And then the gorilla comes swinging down from the top of the rafter. And it's like, oh, and just, dude, he Spartan kicks Nick Cage into a fucking wall. He like swings down, his feet hit Nick Cage's chest, and Nick Cage goes flying against the fucking wall.
Oh my God.
And then the gorilla literally goes apeshit on him, like beats the fucking ever-living shit, like is slamming his face on the ground. Nicolas Cage is trying to punch him, do anything, and he's just grabbing him, throwing him against the wall.
Damn.
And then finally Nick Cage gets like thrown and lands on the ground, and he's like, and he grabs the plunger.
Oh, here we go.
And the gorilla comes at him and he sticks it to the like gorilla's big old mouth, you know, because it's like a cartoon, like animated gorilla. So he's got the big old like face, and he puts it on it and it sticks to him, and he literally just drags him around the bathroom, like smacking his head against the walls and shit. And that's how he beats him. He like boo boo boo, and he's like hitting him, and he's finally like oh, because the gorilla doesn't know how to use his fucking arms apparently. So, and after all of this, he's like beating, he's like, and Nick Cage takes the gorilla He pops off the plunger, takes the gorilla, puts his mouth onto the urinal, and curb stomps this motherfucker with a urinal.
Oh my god.
He and dude, it's this scene where you see him do it, he just goes doof, and like you see the shot of his foot go down, and then it cuts to just his face being splattered with black oil again.
Oh my
as he
god.
literally curb stomps a gorilla into a urinal.
That they are so lucky they hired a fucking
It's a bad movie.
secret agent,
Sounds like
bro.
the best movie.
This is, dude, I watched animatronic Five Nights at Freddy's fucking Die Hard. It was the
Oh
coolest.
my god, this
This is
wild.
FNAF Die Hard. This is all this fucking is. No, Brenden.
Hard with Nicolas Cage.
But
Love that
Brennan,
shit.
dude, we're 2 of the 6 in. This movie gets so much fucking better.
Oh my god.
I have not told you the best part of this entire movie
Curb
yet,
stomping
and
a
this will be
gorilla.
the final thing I tell you about this movie. It's phenomenal. Okay, we're gonna do like a wrap up after I get through this, and you're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, what?" And I'm so excited.
I'm already fucking.
Dude, you were gonna be amazed when you hear this fun fact I got for you, Brendan. But he curb stomps him into the urinal, right?
yeah.
And then after
do.
that, Liv and her friends all show up. Okay.
Oh,
and
no,
they're like
not
dumping
fucking
gas and
Liz.
everything. And let me tell you about her friends. Okay. So we have the douchebag who's kind of just like, yo, fuck this place. We got Chris, who's obsessed with Liv, like Liv's love interest type shit.
Got it.
And then we got Bob, and I can't remember the blonde chick's name, but they're the like scantily dressed couple that fucks in the movie.
Got it.
Yeah.
They're them.
Like, I felt really bad for the actress who played the chick because she's like literally like, where's the doorknob? Like that's literally like I felt bad. I was like, no one's that stupid. She should not have to play a character that dumb.
She sat there and was
wearing
like,
half
"This is
the
my
clothes
role."
of literally everyone fucking else. Like, you could tell she was supposed to be like the reason to watch the film.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys.
She's the one that they put in all the ads.
Yeah, and she's got like the deepest blue like eyeshadow that like goes all the way up like mid forehead on her.
God.
I don't know what the makeup department was thinking.
They were on that punch, bro.
Well,
weren't
dude,
thinking.
if they didn't want to put a scar on Nicolas Cage's cheek, what made you think they were gonna do the fucking mascara and eyeshadow correctly?
Oh lord.
But they show up, they start burning it down, and then Liv's like, "No, guys, we can't burn it down yet. I need to like." We need to go get him out and save him. And Nick Cage is like in the kitchen wiping down shit. And they like poke their head like kind of through the wall. And like you hear him through the window. They're like, hey, you're not safe in there. They're going to kill you. Like, you're not safe. And Nick Cage is just like, he just keeps cleaning. He does not care. He just keeps cleaning. And finally Liv's like, I got to get him out of there. And they get to the roof. She like shimmies through the vents and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's shimming through the vents, and like you hear kind of something in the vents with her, and you realize that the alligator is also in the vents with her.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the alligator's in there. Spooky. And
Spooky
such a
alligator.
dumb fucking
Spooky
movie.
Florida moment.
Yeah, right. POV, you're in Florida.
There's an alligator in my vent. Uh-oh.
That's the next Nick Cage movie I'm watching. I'm sick and tired. I guess that's more of a Samuel Jackson film. I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking alligators and these motherfucking vents. But
Oh god.
but no. So as she's crawling, she like sees him in the main area, and she's like, okay, but she crawls a little more, and she looks behind her, and Alligator's like chilling. And I don't know why, but anytime these characters talk, it's always something along the lines of eating your flesh or eating your face. They're real into just eating flesh and faces of people, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, best part.
So she like is like and like runs and breaks through, and like she lands in like the forest area, and Sarah the siren is like running around in the forest area, and Liv's like like screaming, like not knowing what to do. She thinks she's about to die, and then as she is about to die, there's just a fist that comes through, and of course it's fucking Nick Cage walks into this fucking room and just decks the fucking siren. And then the alligator comes up, he decks the fucking alligator.
Oh my god.
Like, dude just punches him, beats the fuck out of him, and then they leave the room, okay? And when they're back in the room, they get back to like the main area, and all of the friends were like arguing, like, oh, like, Chris, you just want to go in after her because you just love her so much, man. Like, all this shit. Like, she's never going to love you, bro. Let go. Like, he's like, fuck you. And he tackles him, and then they fall through the roof. And then the entire roof collapses, so all of them come in. Because it's convenient for plot.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Which, that is easily the best stunt they did in the entire film.
You know where all their money went.
So I need you to know that anytime like he's fighting the animals are 100% CGI. It's not a dude in a suit.
Okay.
And the animals are fucking terrible CGI. Like the CGI is terrible. The blood splatters, everything. It's awful. And they get in there, and all of the dudes are like back at the thing, right?
Yeah.
Or like not all the animatronics. Obviously not the siren, not the alligator, and not the ostrich or the gorilla because they're fucking dead.
Those are dead. Oh,
but the knight and the alligator are chilling. Okay. Knight, alligator, and and the chameleon. They're all in there chilling, right?
They're chilling.
And they all start singing this song that's like 6 little chickens, like all this stuff, like, and how like 6 little chickens just came for a little fun. 6 little chickens here to like all this stuff.
Okay.
And then and they're all sitting there. And this is what I don't fucking get is anytime these animatronics started singing or dancing, everyone just stopped what they were fucking doing to watch them. Which, like, guys, what the fuck?
This is your time. This is your chance.
Yeah. And they're all sitting there singing, and there's like 6 little and then finally this one dude goes, wasn't there 4 of them up there? And then the final line of the song is like 5 little chickens, and then the sword of the knight goes through the chest of the douchebag character. So that entire song, because it was like 6 little chickens, and finally it ends with 5 little chickens, was the foreshadowing that someone was about to fucking die.
Oh shit!
Which, like, I could have known someone was gonna die when all the demonic possessed animatronics perk their heads up and start going, "Hey, motherfucker!"
Hey, 6 little chickens.
Yeah. So. Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
So he just gets stabbed through and like all the way through the chest, pulls it out, and then all the animatronics start like dispersing everywhere, go different places. And they're all trying to fight the knight and stuff, and it's this whole thing happening. And the couple sneak off while the knight fight is happening.
In the middle of a fight.
Well, like, they snuck off during the song. I don't think they knew it was foreshadowing. And Nick Cage is also not there. He's putting the bags away and put a new shirt on.
Oh, yeah,
and,
well, of course. Why wouldn't you be?
And, dude, I forgot my favorite scene. I'm so sorry. We got to backtrack a little bit. When they first get into there and before anything happens, they see the dead ostrich in a bag next to the dead gorilla in a bag, and one of them goes, "That's badass." And Nick Cage just kind of looks at him. So, the couple goes to this thing called the Happy Fun Room.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, why would you not, right?
Yeah, why would you not go to the Happy Fun Room in a murderous Wonderland?
Yeah, you find out that, like, the Happy Fun Room was where they would take families that they would end up, like, killing and stuff like that. Oh. I'll tell you the whole plot behind what Willie's is, because you find out at the end. They tell you 3 different stories, and the only one that actually works and makes sense is the one they tell you at the end. When the sheriff is like, "All right, hold on, motherfuckers. Here's what's up."
All right, let me clear this up real fast.
So, basically, they're in the Happy Fun Room, and they start having some happy fun, because they're the couple that dies in the horror movie fucking.
Of course.
And...
oh, no.
As they're fucking, the chick is, like, on top, and she turns her head and sees the alligator, like, standing in the corner. And she's like, "I don't think that was there before." And the guy's like, "Ah, it's fucking whatever. Come on, just keep on." And she's like, "It feels like it's looking at us." And he's like, "Then let's give it a show."
Oh, my God.
That's, like, actually his exact response. And she's like, "No, I think, like, I'm kind of creeped out." He's like, "Babe, come on." Like, he's just trying to get some. And you're like, dude, let's think about this. Let's fucking, come on, let's talk, you know?
Oh, my God.
buddy, you getting one off is not nearly as important as what she is talking
He's
about.
like, I don't want to die with blue balls. Don't let me die with blue balls.
I gotta finish. I can't die unreleased.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude, this character's name was Bob, by the way.
Bob.
The only black dude in the movie. Yeah, right? And
Oh, God.
it's so funny. And the alligator comes up and fucking kills them.
Oh, of course he does. Okay.
And Nick Cage hears the screams, comes in to see them fucking dying.
Yeah, fucking dying. In that order.
And he walks up to the alligator, grabs its jaw, and rips that motherfucker in half.
Holy shit.
Just grabs the jaw and is just like... after beating him mercilessly to knock him out.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, because
just do
Nick
that in
Cage
the
is
first
that guy.
Well, yeah, because before he punched the siren, punched the alligator, dipped out.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Then the alligator and the siren came back, and he fucking...
Oh, my God.
He snapped the alligator's jaw, like literally grabs the mouth and just splits his head. And I was like, damn!
Oh, God.
Because in my head I was like, yo, that'd be so badass if he split the jaw. And then he fucking splits the jaw. And I was like, yo, what the shit? Because I was like, after he curb stomped the fucking gorilla in a urinal, I was like, nothing is out.
Yeah.
I was like,
Anything
there's
can
no
happen.
way. So then he runs in to the main area where the knight is fucking everyone up.
Okay.
Okay. And he walks up and just kind of beats the knight over the fucking head.
Yeah.
Because why would you not?
Why would he?
And the knight like gets all discombobulated as he's like, the knight is about to like kill Liv. Like, knife
Okay.
coming. So twice Nick Cage just saved this bitch's life. Comes down with the sword and he like knocks him out last second, stops him from killing her. And his fight scene with the knight is 35 seconds of him grabbing him and just slamming him against the wall. And like 10 seconds into this, you're like, I think he's dead. I think, because like blood is splattering. The black oil that is inside of these guys is splattering from the first hit till the last. And you're like, dude, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Just gotta make sure.
Over again. And everyone's like watching him like, you know?
They're all like, buddy, he's been dead.
Yeah, right? And, I didn't talk about Chris, the love interest. He ran away during all this as well.
Oh, got it. Love it.
And as this is all happening, like, he's just boo, boo, boo. Knight falls to the floor, and you're like, okay, finally, the scene's done. Then Nick Cage walks over, picks up the knight's sword, then fucking decapitates him.
Oh my God.
He decapitates him. Just clean off.
Well, now he's dead. For sure.
And he also rips out wires of every single one of them. Like, he reaches in and just rips out pieces of them every single time. And you're like, what's the point, dude? 90% of
the energy
any of the
drinks.
fluids in them are fucking gone.
Oh God.
So we cut to like where all the friends went. Obviously the alligator, that whole thing happened. The douchebag died. And Nicolas Cage is just back to just cleaning, not chilling, putting stuff in bags, take care of shit. And it cuts to Chris, the love interest, and he's hiding like in the game room. And the chameleon comes in.
Oh shit.
Now the chameleon, I'm pretty sure was a female character. Let me double check to make sure I'm getting this right. Enjoy my slurping thinking noises. Yeah, Cammy Chameleon. So Cammy Chameleon, she comes in, she's like, you know, she's just like, is anyone in here? She's like, hey. She goes, I'm not like the others. She goes, all of them get to be fun, loving animals, and I'm stuck as this ugly, color-changing chameleon, because her face was like all... They'd put this weird CGI effect on her face to make it, like, kind of shift and change. Like, it was, like, kind of, like, it was weird, like, I don't know, almost, like, weird... Think, like, hippies type, like psychedelic, like art style type thing. That's like how her face patterns would change.
Interesting.
And I was just kind of like, huh? Like it was a weird tie dye on her face, basically. And I'm like, that's where the CGI budget went. Okay, that makes sense. And she's just like, I can help you. I don't like being in this body, like this whole thing. And then Chris stands up, and before anything happened in my notes, like when I was annotating the film, I put, Chris agrees to help Chameleon like an idiot. Because in my head, I was like, that's the killer, right? Like, don't
Chris heard woman voice, Chris want fuck, Chris agreed to help.
Yeah, right? So he comes up and he's talking to the chameleon, everything's going well, right? And
oh no.
Liv comes around the corner with Nicolas Cage, right? And earlier in the movie, Liv tried to pull out a switchblade for the night, and then Nick Cage was like, no, motherfucker. And like took her switchblade because he was like, you're gonna get hurt. Okay? I don't know, but
you don't need to be armed. I
yeah,
have
you
two.
know, he's like, motherfucker, I got 2 arms, motherfucker. I got my punch and my pinball. We good. But Chris gets out, and the chameleon's talking to him, and Liv and Nick Cage come around the corner, and they're like, step away, Chris, don't talk. No, she's different, I promise. No, it's all good. And
she's not like other girls.
And, Nick Cage is standing next to him. And then Nick Cage's watch beeps. And he's like, stand there. Like, pops out switchblade. His watch beeps. He looks at it. Hands her the knife, then leaves the room. It goes, drinks punch.
No fucking way.
He goes to the kitchen, cracks open a punch soda, just starts drinking it, goes, plays a little pinball.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because the entire movie, anytime his watch beeps, he would go drink a punch and play pinball.
I mean, he's committed.
He's taking his breaks. But the second he leaves the room, the chameleon turns her head and tongues that. I gotta pick a better term for that.
She just throat punches this
she
guy.
shoots her tongue out, wraps Chris, and starts dragging him in, and like eats him. And she's like, no, and like tries to kill him. And Nick Cage comes back, beats the shit out of the chameleon.
Of course.
Hold on, I feel like I have the exact way she dies. Let me just.
Turns out she was like other girls.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hold on. Alligator. Yep. The couple fucks died of the alligator. Yep. Oh, cool. So the chameleon kills Chris right in front of Liv. Then Nick Cage comes back and chokes out the chameleon with its own tongue.
Oh.
Like wraps that shit around and fucking pulls and strangles. And the chameleon's like, help, please. And Nick Cage is just like, no. Not here for it. If I had to describe Nicolas Cage's character in this entire movie, it's just like a dude who isn't here for it. Like he's just so like doesn't show any reaction, doesn't give a fuck. It's just kicking the shit out of these animatronics, then going back to cleaning. This is just a dude who has a job to do and wants to get his fucking car fixed.
And he loves punch. Whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, fucking soda. So that is all except Tito Turtle, Siren Sarah, and Willie dead.
Okay.
Okay? So, finally, when all this is happening, hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta check my notes again to remember what, because there's a segue to a really stupid part, and I'm trying to remember why.
God.
Oh, okay. So, the dumb friends called the cops.
Okay.
Yeah. And the sheriff shows up and basically is telling the whole thing that, like, Nick Cage is basically a sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
So the whole story behind Willie's is there was a man by the name of Jerry Willis who owned Willie's and operated it, but he was kind of a serial killer.
Oh.
He had a twisted mind.
Just casually a serial killer.
And he would take families to the Happy Fun room with his associates and kill them. So, yeah, right? That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
It's a little weird there.
And after all these missing people reports and all the, like, the smell, like, they literally, this was the exact words in the movie. After all the missing people reports and Willie smelling funny, you're telling me he kept all the fucking dead bodies on site?
How did he not get...
Yeah, right, bruh. The cops came to SWAT it, and when the cops came to SWAT it, there was a pentagram on the ground, and all of Willie and his associates were dead. and they had killed themselves in a satanic ritual to put their souls and minds into the bodies of the animatronics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at first they didn't think like it was going to be much of a problem.
Yeah, just multiple mass murders on site. It's fine.
And
Get a good PR team, you'll be fine.
yeah, so that's funny. So it wasn't a problem at first, and then all the animatronics would break out and like kill people throughout the town at night and stuff. So what they did was they locked them up and they pleaded and begged that what they could do is every once in a while sacrifice people and bring them bodies to kill. So they started running this ploy where they'd put spike traps out on the highway. When someone hit them, the same dude would come and be like, it ain't the Ritz, but I got a place for you to stay for the night.
Oh, God.
They give them the same whole spiel, and then it shows like 50 clips of the dude being like, you're the new employee. You're the new, like handing them a shirt every time.
Yeah.
In one of those clips, there's a family with a small daughter, and you find out like in a flashback that daughter's Liv, and that's why she has so many problems, because she lived through her parents dying in that place, and then the sheriff found her in there, so like there was that whole attachment and stuff.
Ew.
So while the sheriff is taking care of Nick Cage and is like holding a fucking shotgun to him, because like, dude, seriously,
Yeah, I mean...
like she's holding a shotgun to him and she's like, I can't believe like we worked so hard to keep these, and you know, because she's fucking terrified, because she's like, hey, the satanic demons that live in our town, you just killed half of them. And I can't remember the siren never woke up from the punch. Nick Cage just kind of threw her in the bag, but you find out later like she like in the trash can her eyes were like twitching, so like she's alive obviously still, whatever. But the other police officer that came with her takes Liv and is like driving home and stuff like that and driving away. And as they're driving away, Tito the Turtle was following them.
Oh, shit.
And Tito the Turtle attacks, and it's like this whole like scene. He rips him out the car and kills the police officer. Then Liv jumps on him, beats the shit out of him. It's really, but the worst part is the turtle starts speaking, and it's all in Spanish. The turtle only speaks in Spanish the entire time. He's like, oh, está muy, like this whole thing.
Oh, God.
And it's like what you would think a Mexican, like stereotypical Mexican man would sound like. And you're like,
Oh, no.
come on, guys.
Were there subtitles, or was it just Spanish and you couldn't
I
understand
don't
it?
remember there being subtitles.
Oh, God.
I think it was just him speaking Spanish. And I don't know if it was actual real Spanish
Oh,
or not.
God. Oh, I love that. The no fucks to the audience.
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite, though, of all the... As she's like, kill him, right? And she's begging and pleading, and she's like... And, like, Willie is, like, moving and, like, active right now, right? And he's, like, the one dude left in there. And she's like, Willie, I promise this wasn't me. I didn't tell him to do this. He did. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. And Willie just raises his hand up and cuts this fucking sheriff clean in half. Just directly in half.
Oh, shit.
Just dead. And then he hits the party time button, which 15 minutes before he hits the party time button, there's a scene where Nick Cage is like hanging up something next to the party time button. It's this giant red button that just says party time. And I'm watching this with my girlfriend Felicity, and I look over and I'm just like, that's foreshadowing. And she's like, what? And I'm like, just watch. And 15 minutes later, Willie walks up and hits the party button. And then like there's strobe lights and flashlights and confetti goes everywhere, and there's loud music playing, and Nick Cage is all like disoriented and doesn't know what's going on. And Willie's like, shh, shh, and like hitting and like slashing him this whole time. He's like, and he's like, doesn't know what's happening. Right? And because Nick Cage, they cuffed him and left him there to die.
Oh, okay.
And Nick Cage headbutts the fuck out of Willie. It's just like, doof. And proceeds to beat the shit out of this fucking animatronic with no hands.
Oh my God.
By like running him into walls and like, yeah, no, it's this whole big ass fucking fight scene.
Oh, Lord.
And he's like punching him, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna do my best. They're Nick Cage grunts, so they're like better than anything else in the world. But here's how it sounded to me the whole time. That's how Nick Cage was grunting in this film. So he kills Willie. That's all done. And the funniest is it's John Tim Texas.
Tim Texas, my favorite character.
Standing outside, waiting the next morning. And then like the super nice sports car pulls up, brand new, like they said they would.
Okay.
And the dude that was in the white truck that picked him up at the beginning gets out. And he's like, man, I could get used to driving that thing, And the next thing you know, the front door opens and they're both like, what the fuck? Because they did not expect Nick Cage to walk out that fucking door.
Oh, shit.
Covered in duct tape. Because anytime he got an injury, he covered duct tape. Like his rib cage got smashed in by the fucking gorilla. And there's a scene where he pulls up his shirt and just wraps duct tape around him.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then he gets in his car. He drives away, right? And then they get into, John Don Tim Texas Doug Dimmadone's car. And they're like, man, what are we going to do now? He's like, I don't really know. Because that was like the whole ploy they were running. They're part of that whole scheme. And he's like, I think I could turn this place into like a real Texas joint, get some bowls in there, like some mechanical bowls. And as this is happening, it pans out and you see Siren Sarah gassing the car and then lighting a match and the car explodes, killing both of those dudes and Siren Sarah.
What the fuck? Why?
So all the animatronics are dead and all the people that ran the thing were dead. So and that's how the movie ends. It ends with Nick Cage getting back in his car, driving away. And he just
left. He's like, fuck it. I fucking hate this place.
Well, yeah, because Nick Cage comes into that Willie fight just like so prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a bag of his punches, like all the leftover cans, he puts in a sack and he grabs the broken broomstick from earlier. And those are his weapons for that fight. After he fucking, I don't know, how does he break out the handcuff? Oh, wait, hold on. No, they handcuff him like earlier in the movie. How does he fucking get out of the handcuffs? Did I not write that?
They might have not written.
I don't think
they might have just gotten out.
I
of the
think Nick
handcuffs.
Cage just Nick Caged. I think
just
that's
Nick Caged
all that
out of the
happened. I think when in doubt, Nick Cage it out, or I think he used
is
Willie
that-
to break it or something. Like that.
Come on. Nick Cage breaking out of handcuffs
Like
in this
Nick
movie.
Cage-
That is not the
like
last
Nick
thing you
Cage
would
can't
expect.
break out a fucking handcuff. Yeah,
After all the other shit he did, come on.
yeah. I don't think breaking out of handcuffs is the least plausible thing that you did.
That's probably like the most realistic thing that happens in this movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So that's how this movie ends. And let's talk about the wrap up of this whole film. So let's just discuss some cool, fun things. So this movie, Willy's Wonderland, was released in 2021.
What? Yeah. What? No fucking way.
The biggest star in it of all of them was obviously Nick Cage.
Yeah. Because I love that guy.
So it ends with Nick Cage driving away. I think Liv's chilling. Willie's is going to be like burnt down or whatever. But Brenden, my favorite part about this entire film, now that I've told you it, you've pictured this whole thing in your head.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times when I was like, yeah, Nick Cage, he looks at him. There's a lot. The reason I say that is because Nick Cage doesn't have a single line in the entire movie. Nick Cage, the only noises he makes are the 3 grunts that I imitated for you.
No way.
Really? That is the only time Nick Cage opens or emotes in the entire fucking movie. He doesn't show any emotion. He does. Dude, he literally just has this look on his face like, bro, can I just finish my shift, please? The entire film. He's got this 5 o'clock shadow, this like wrinkled face. He just, the entire, and dude, he does not give a fuck.
Oh, Lord.
He doesn't. He has 0 lines in the entire film. He grunts 3 times. That's it.
Oh, he can't. Why?
And it's so funny because they ask him stuff. They're like, what do you think? He just kind of looks at them and they're like, good answer. And they like act like they told him something. But what pisses me off is we don't know anything about Nick Cage's character. We never learned anything about the Punch energy drinks because he doesn't talk at all. So even if they asked him anything, they can't do anything about it. Because he won't answer it.
Oh my God, dude.
And I looked at the cast list and stuff, and under cast, it has Nick Cage listed, and his character's name is Janitor.
What the fuck?
Because like literally, what
the fuck is this movie?
It's so funny. It's a horror action film. It's an hour and 28 minutes. It's on Hulu. I highly recommend watching it. I gave it okay. On a horror movie scale, this is a fucking 2. Okay? Now, it's super gruesome and super bloody, and like if you want gore in the shit, you'll get it.
Okay.
It's shitty, like cheesy, like slasher gore.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But it's gore nonetheless. As a comedy,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
as a movie that I want to like, sit down on a long day after work and like watch with friends and laugh at, I'm gonna rate this movie today at a 7.38 today, Brenden. 7.38 for Willy's Wonderland. Not my favorite Nicolas Cage movie. I will say that. Not my favorite.
No, really.
It was good.
You didn't like his character development in this movie?
My favorite is that this movie literally takes span over a night. This is over a night of him cleaning.
Oh my god. I just love when older actors just do shit for paychecks.
Well, what makes no sense to me is he dropped a movie that was in theaters with Pedro Pascal called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Okay.
Like last year.
Yeah.
And producer Bonk can attest to this. That movie is fucking awesome. It's a comedy action movie and it's so funny.
Yeah?
Nick Cage plays like a glorified version of himself. Like he plays Nick Cage
I love it.
as like this like, oh, I'm a great actor. He's like so full of himself, but he's a terrible dad. And like it's this whole movie. And Pedro Pascal plays like this super rich super fan.
Okay.
And it's a comedy action film, and it is literally, it's one of Bonk's favorite movies of all time now.
Best movie ever made.
Yeah, Brooke says it's the best movie ever. It's so funny, and that came out a year after this, and this came out right around the time he made a movie called Pig, which if you've ever heard of John Wick.
Oh.
So John Wick is very like dude's dog gets taken.
Yeah.
Dude's like, yo, my fucking dog
Kills everyone. Yeah.
kills everyone. It's that, but he gets his pig taken, and his pig is a truffle finding pig. Because pigs have
I know
special
about this
ability
movie.
to
Oh
find
my
truffles.
God.
Yeah, so he made Pig, Willy's Wonderland, then The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, and none of those movies are even fucking close to each other. Besides, all of them are, I guess, an action film?
Oh my god, what the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah, not a single line in the entire film. I want to know how much he made for it.
Yeah, me too.
I think part of the reason why they didn't have him talk at all was because they probably had to pay for lines.
Yeah, no, honestly, Nick Cage was like, I could be in the movie for $200,000. It's $400,000 if I have lines. And they were like, we'll give you $25 and a Reese's. He was like, I'll grunt 3 times and curb stomp a gorilla. They were like, good enough.
They're like, I'm down for that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Jeffrey movie
Lord.
review, Willy's Wonderland, please, I recommend it. Watch it. Don't watch it thinking it's going to be a good film. Watch it thinking it's going to be a funny movie. After hearing what I've told you, please watch it. I will gladly watch it with anyone that wants to watch it with me.
I will watch it with you.
Oh, please, Brenden, let's watch. Yeah? All right, well, me, Bonk, and Brenden will do a little movie night and watch Willy's Wonderland. We'll set up the projector. It'll be a whole thing.
Oh, it would be a great night.
It'd be super fun. Yeah, man. But that's Jeffrey's movie review for this week, boys. Thank you so much for listening to me talk. I know that was a lot from me.
Oh, that was great. What the fuck? Where
yeah,
did you
right.
find this shit?
I heard about it from a friend, and then I was like, and I've always wanted to watch it, and I saw it was on Hulu, but the friend was like, oh, I've already seen it. So I was like, oh, well, I don't really have anyone to watch it with. So I found a reason to watch it, which was this segment. So I finally got to watch it. It was super fun.
Oh, God.
But I guess with that aside, let's just get back to chatting. Brenden,
Chit-chatting?
I know I just was talking a lot, but I'm really excited because I have a work story.
You have a work story?
I have a work story, Brenden.
I'm so excited. Tell me your work story, Jeffrey.
So, a little backstory. There's this girl I work with. Her mom's name is Jennifer.
Okay.
One day I was working with her, and she like made a pizza and put it on the line like with no toppings yet. And I was like, "Yo, where's the ticket for this pizza? Like, what is it?" She's like, "Oh, it's for my mom." I was like, "What is it? I'll just make it real quick." Just try to be nice because she was doing something else. I was like, "Yeah, I'll make it real quick. Don't worry about it. Like, what is it?" And she was like, "Oh, it's just gonna be pepperoni and pineapple." And I was like, "Pineapple."
Ew.
Yeah, right? So I make it real quick, and I was like, this would be kind of funny because it's for her mom. So I grab one of our like baking instructions, and on the back of it I write, "Made with love, Jeffrey." And I put it in the pizza. I wrap it with the pizza. And I look at her. I'm like, is this fine? And she was like, yeah, that's funny. That's cool. I'm like, cool. And I get a text later that's like, hey, Mom thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, awesome. That's cool. So like a couple more times I would like write a note anytime she bring a pizza in. One time she came in and like I'm in the walk-in like doing something. And she's like, hey, my mom's here. And I was like, what? And I walk out and I'm like, hey, Jennifer.
Slay Queen.
And she's like, oh, he's cute. So any chance I get, they'll just be like, oh, well, Jeffrey, you're stupid. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I fucked your mom. Because it drives them crazy. Because 2 of her daughters work with me. So I give both of them just endless amounts of shit.
I love that.
And at one point, like, because both of them are short little Mexican ladies with glasses and medium length black hair, which is just the same description I would give someone if they asked what my mom looked like. So
I mean, yeah.
So they both look like my mom, and I'm like, and one day I was just like, gosh, you look. I was like, I've told you this before, but you look so much like my mom. And she looks at me, she goes, well, your mom was throwing it back at prom last week. And I said, oh yeah, well, your mom was getting it down in my pants last night.
Oh shit.
And everyone like started laughing, and the two sisters were just like, oh no, like so disgusted. And finally last night I was closing with one of them.
Oh shit.
And she was like, hey, my mom wants me to ask you to make her a pizza. And I was like, what? And she goes, my aunt's in town. And she told her the story about it. So she wants you to make her a pizza. And I was like, say less.
Oh, here we go.
So I took a pizza. It was pepperoni on the whole thing, half pineapple, half mushrooms. So,
ew.
Yeah, right?
Nasty pizza. Yeah, sorry.
Jennifer do not have great taste. Okay? I mean, look who she's talking to. But I took all the pepperonis and I made a heart out of them. And then I, put the pineapple and the mushrooms on the respective sides. And then the note I wrote was, my dearest Jennifer, it has been some time since I got to prepare such a wonderful meal for you. I hope this one treats you well. Made with love, Jeffrey. With a heart and everything.
Oh god.
And then I get a text from one of the daughters this morning that's like, my mom really liked it. She said you're her favorite stalker. So yeah. Obviously I have nothing for Jennifer. That's the thing. But yeah, no, so I have basically just pulled the most elaborate I fucked your mom joke because this has been going on for like 4 months.
Oh god.
This has been a consistent thing that I have done.
Jeffrey's like, the long game is coming.
It's so funny because even the manager's like, every time I'm like, yeah, wrote another love note to their mom. He's like, that's funny,
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. It's perfect, Brenden.
I have a work story.
I'm so excited that it just
Double work
segues that
story.
way. Double work story.
One second, my sister's calling me. What the hell?
Oh.
What's up? I'm filming a podcast.
Yo, what's up? You're on the podcast.
I think I injured myself.
What?
How did you injure yourself?
I'm with mom right now. She's taking me to an urgent care because
What?
I think I broke my ankle.
What?
How'd you break your ankle?
Break your ankle.
I fell down the last step and I heard it snap. And I can't feel my foot or my ankle.
She just Lauren,
shit.
no.
Oh.
I had my AirPods in and I still heard the
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Wait, but what song was playing?
Yeah, what song?
Everybody just stood there and stared at me for
She
3 seconds. They were all just like,
Wait, Jeffrey asked what song?
Yeah, what song was playing in your AirPods when you stepped on the?
When you.
I think a Bob Marley song.
Oh, good. All right,
That's a good song to break.
Solid pick to
That's
break your
a good-
ankle
that's a
too.
good
Yeah.
song. That's a good one.
And then there we go. Okay, I have to go into urgent care.
All right, I have to
All
film
right.
a podcast.
Yeah, we're filming. Thank
Peace
you,
out.
Lauren, for calling. Yeah.
I love you.
Bye. Love you.
So that little cameo for Brendan's sister Lauren.
Well, there you go, guys.
Dude, she just broke her fucking ankle.
I'm so happy it was funny. That's
Sorry.
what she said. She could have totally said something like,
I
not
saw you
funny.
looking at your watch, and I was like, "What's he doing?" And I saw you look at your phone. I was like, "Is something wrong?" And then you were like, "Hey, my sister's calling me," and I was like, "Oh, this is about to be a moment."
She called me once, and I was like, no, maybe it's just like at home or something.
She's just called to be like, "Hey, I think I just broke."
my leg.
She's like, "Mom's taking me to the
well,
emergency."
that happened. Oh, God.
my gosh. No one could have predicted that was the phone call we were about to receive after talking about Willy's Wonderland and me fucking someone's mom.
Oh, God. Well,
We really do talk about literally fucking anything on this show. We went to Willy's Wonderland to me fucking a coworker's mom to your sister's ankle break. Oh, we had such a good segue from work story to work story, and then that just totally threw an entire wrench into the entire conversation. Well, I hope Lauren's okay.
me too.
Hashtag, I don't know.
Yeah. Hashtag, I don't know.
Hashtag, whoops.
Whoopsies.
Dude, the fact that she said she heard the snap through her.
The AirPods. Ow.
Oh my gosh, that had
I've never broken
Dude,
bone or anything.
on
Have you?
the only thing I break is hearts. Sorry, Jennifer. But no, what gets me is that she said it was the last step.
Yeah.
She said it was the homie, she made it all the way down the stairs and then she broke it. That's so sad.
It's on brand though for my sister.
Yeah.
She's the clumsiest person, bro.
But so close. So
close
close.
to glory. You almost made it.
You had one step and you broke your ankle on the left.
Oh God.
Okay, well, poor Lauren, I hope that I guess we'll find out if it's actually broken by the end of the day today. But we hope that she's okay. We'll probably give an update on the next episode.
Yeah, probably. Work story time.
Work story, yeah. Whoa, cool segue.
Woo! Totally nothing happened in between there.
Yep. Phone call who?
So I was working in Treefort this day.
Bro, tree fort?
Treefort. And that's where they
Excuse
get
me.
golf. That's where we help the kids like get their golf clubs and shit. We have this little like a collection.
They play golf in trees?
Yeah, in trees.
What the fuck?
Like the Keebler elves.
Ah, that's fair. They do everything in trees though.
So we have this giant like collection. Like they go collect all the balls that when it's done after the last hole.
Yeah, the
you know
ball
how that
collector,
goes.
that's literally your mouth, Brenden.
Yeah, only for you, Jeffrey. It doesn't work for the other ones.
Goodness, is it hot in here?
So just imagine this thing is just a giant golf ball.
Yep.
Cut in half to be like a bowl. It's like a golf bowl, right?
Okay.
And it normally has this little like platform screwed onto it, so it like doesn't roll off the table. Obviously, the platform is broken, so the ball was on the ground. My ADD ass was like,
You kicked it.
I could stick my foot in that hole. So
Didn't you get your
I
fucking-
do what I do and stick my foot in the hole. I could get.
But your sister broke her ankle going downstairs. Brenden goes, I'm gonna stick my foot in that mysterious hole. But Lauren goes, I'm gonna go downstairs to grab a snack, and she's the one that's punished
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gave her your broken ankle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
The
fair.
thing that was supposed to break your ankle and you just didn't break it.
You can't just Nick Cage this shit, Brenden.
Oh, it's
That's
not even the
fair.
worst part. I stick my foot in, and it is the perfect size that like I have to use my hands to get my foot out, right? My foot's not like stuck. I could get it out with hand help, right?
Oh my god.
I'm sitting there, foot in bowl. And I'm just chilling, right?
Just sit there with the foot.
I don't know why I kept doing it. I
gave
kept
him
taking
more-
it out, putting it back in. I was bored as hell.
Brenden gave him security.
So I'm sitting there for a couple minutes. I'm just minding my own business, foot and bowl, obviously. And I look over. Over comes the general manager. And at this point, he is too close to my outlet to like bend down and take this thing off my foot. And I'm like, there's a good chance he's just walking by.
Oh, that's how you know he's not just walking by.
Until we lock eyes, and I'm like, oh shit, there's a chance I might be fucked.
He comes over, he's like, hey, Brenden, see the bowl? You're like, nope.
Nope, haven't
Beats
seen
me.
him today. So he's coming over, and then I realize, oh shit, I think I know what he's coming over for. We recently got like a new like swingy door thing, so he was coming over to look at it.
But there's something that happens to be behind the swingy door. Is that your bowl foot there, buddy?
Just wait, wait.
God.
So this other lady's with him and stuff. They're coming
Yeah.
to look at the door. He's swinging it open, looking at it. And he's like, that's really cool. And I'm like, I think I got away. He didn't see the bowl on my foot. And then this fucking lady I've never seen before in my life goes, we actually just recently installed a button on the inside that you can press that pops the door open. And I'm like, you fucking bitch.
Oh
my God.
Bro, I can imagine she says that and you're just slowly like, you motherfucker.
So this guy walks in. He He comes in, turns. He doesn't even fully turn to the button door yet, and he looks down and sees my foot in the bowl, and he looks so disappointed. And my only reaction is slowly just go. And give that I fucked up smile. You know what I mean?
Like a kid with Sharpies next to a white wall. Like, hey mom, I'm cute. Remember?
And he just kind of was like, "Yep," and just shook his head and left. I don't think he even looked at the button, bro. I don't even think he looked. He just kind of was like, "Okay, these are the employees we hired," and just was like, "All right, bye."
No, it'd be even worse if he looks at you and he's just like, "What's your name, son?" That's the scary when the GM's like, "Sorry, who are you again?" And you're like, "Fired is my name, I'm guessing."
Brenden, nice to meet you, sir. I don't think that'll be happening again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He didn't say anything to the lady though, so she just saw him walk in, look down, look disappointed, me look guilty, and him leave. She did not know.
So she's sitting there like, "What
there.
happened?"
She could have. My foot could have been in the bowl. My pants could have been off. I literally could have just had no feet. She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
There could have been anything happening under there, and
happening.
An illegal like mouse fighting ring, anything. You could have been training more large hamsters to fight.
Yeah, dude.
Not in the U.S.
I'm so happy you didn't regulations.
That's
and
what's
bullshit.
really in the
Fuck
hole.
That shit. The hamsters.
Oh my gosh, Brenden.
That was fun.
Yeah. Jeez.
I still have a job though.
So amazingly, I don't get how.
Happily.
Yeah, I do. I have those moments. I don't get out of a job. I took a day off just to listen to a new album.
Oh, the album hit though.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I know we talked about it in the last episode, but if you're sick of hearing about it, fuck you. Ladies and gentlemen, new Hot Mulligan album dropped on the 12th, May 12th, and fuck, it was awesome.
I fucking loved it.
I'm such a fan of it. It dropped at 10 o'clock the night before it dropped. Like, it was actually like its actual release date, because it was going to drop at midnight Eastern time. So that's 10 for us.
Okay.
And I was driving around in the pouring rain, because the past 3 days for us at this time, it was like pouring rain nonstop the past 3 days.
Yeah.
So me and my girlfriend got in the car, put on the album, and then just drove around for the entire album in the pouring rain at like 10 o'clock at night. And that shit, immaculate for the emo vibe. Let me tell you, okay?
Oh,
it was just pouring rain with all these sad songs. And I'm going to talk about some of the songs real quick. There's a song called Betty. And it is the saddest song on the album, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a slow, like a little acoustic song where it's talking about a pet that he lost, and he like whistles between each of the verses, and it's this super like deep emotional whistle. And the part that gets me the most is the second verse starts with, "The doctor said it doesn't go away. There's nothing left to do but hope and medicate." And you're like, oh my fucking heart. And then the third verse starts with, "I got your ashes from the vet today." And it's the guitar cuts behind him, and it's just him like knocking on the wood of the guitar as he's saying this. And it sucks because there's 12 songs on the album, and that's track number 7. So they just like, look at this album, it's all punky and happy, and it's up here, but it's sad, and talks about serious stuff, and it's good. And then it just rips your fucking heartstrings out. And then it's back to it, because the next track is Golf Is On.
That's such a good song.
Which is a phenomenal song. It's super fucking fun and happy. It's not like happy. Let me change it. The instrumental.
But it makes me happy, okay?
Yeah. Hot Mulligan is really good at like, yo, this instrumental fucks, and it's super joyful and like upbeat. And then the lyrics are like, "I'm sad as shit." And you're like, me too.
Oh, God. Pulling at the heartstrings.
I know. You texted me the next day. You're like, "Yo, just listen to the full album. Solid." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Liked it.
It was good, dude. It's solid. I got the vinyl. I obviously got the shirt already.
Yeah, the shirt goes hard as hell.
The vinyl, the shirt, and the sweatshirt all came in the mail the day it dropped. So I got to like rip all the merch the day. I got to get the vinyl.
Is the vinyl special like the?
Oh yeah, so
other
it's mostly clear, but it has like blue and red and white splatters in it.
Sick.
Yeah, I'll have to show. Oh no, I don't have it here. Crap. But
Damn,
it's super cool. So I'll show you pictures of it. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm excited. I'm gonna go see them in St. Louis, Missouri this summer. That's gonna be a trip. Yeah.
Hell
I'll probably
yeah.
have some stupid stories from that.
I'm so excited to hear the Jeffrey trip stories afterwards.
Yeah, me going because I hate travel. I hate traveling. I just don't get it. Oh, Bonk's giving us the wrap-up finger?
time.
I took a lot of our time with the Willy's Wonderland stuff.
It's funny because Bonk was giving us the wrap-up finger like right before Hot Mulligan. And you didn't notice.
Was
And
she?
I was like, I'm just going to let him talk.
Bonk doesn't care if we talk about Hot Mulligan. She listened to the album at 10 o'clock the day it came out, too.
As she should.
She cried to Betty. That shit was sad.
I'm very happy. I was hyped for it because of Golf is on, obviously.
Yeah, and that's a really good song on that album. Got to hear it live. Flex. But I guess we'll go to the wrap-up. So today, the day this drops, remember that today is National Buy Instrument Day. So buy a kazoo, guys.
Yeah,
don't
just buy a
think
kazoo.
you're going to teach yourself guitar. You won't.
I will test this.
No, all three of us in this room own guitars.
Yep.
All of us know maybe a song, too. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
But it's National Buy Instrument Day, so go have fun with that. Watch Willy's Wonderland. A good date night
go
movie.
for
Good
it.
movie with friends. It's a 7.38. Love yourself. Eat things. Pray for Lord. I guess.
Yeah.
We're hoping she's okay.
Oh, gosh.
Don't stick your foot in holes when at work because you never know the general manager is going to pop
True.
up. Fuck anyone's mom that you can. But I guess, as always, have a good day and... Oh, fuck. I didn't know you were...
Damn, fuck.
We run it back. All right, fuck.